like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit her max. She like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, hey, we need more. Tell them we need more.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Take a set. 780. Gun. Here we go, G. Get off the field. 53, check. 20. We want this. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Great.
On first down, it's Newton. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Newton escaping the pressure right. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Well, you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. On the return, Harris. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch twist. Easy, opposite. Kill. Check 26, check Sammy. 26.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to third down.
Loss of 9 on the play. Brings up third down.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
Let's go, defense. And here we go. 54 is Mike. Smooth. 54.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And Gen's got it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn. as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Newton flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pickup there, a 22. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. 47 is the Mike. 47 is the Mike. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day offense.
Out of the gun, Newton. Complete to right. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. Hey, check, Mike. Express. Check Mike 47. Army, Army. Army, Army. Great. Look at it.
Newton to throw. Wright's got it. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
47 Mike. 47 Mike. Mike 47. Let's get the roots on. Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
To the air again, Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing again is Newton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Check. 20.
Again, Newton. Well, he's going to go for it all. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. To throw is Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
20. Switch gears.
Newton throwing again. That's caught. It's Thomas. 23 yards on the play.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Gun. What is it?
A shotgun snap for Newton. And it's caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and then converted a second time for 6 points.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Ready? 95, 56,
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
Go.
On 2nd and 15 now. Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 45 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
X3, 218, chopper. Rap. Check. Go on. Check. Tighten up, tighten up.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Panthers' 17-yard line.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Joe McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down, Carolina.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Great. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. 8. Watch the shift.
Back to throw, Newton.
Check.
He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. Looking for right, and he finds him. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun. Newton. Open man is Samuel. Complete. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun. Newton. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Christian McCaffrey as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Ted Ginn's gonna go. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn in the final seconds of the first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey, we got 3.
A final shot before the break. Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Double up. He's go. Look, squeeze. Check 13. Check.
Again, it's Kamara. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Check. Mike's 5. 11. Bravo. 12. Pull it together. Mike's 50.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Check. Check hot route. Hot. Check 24.
On the ground, this is Kamara. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Under 10. Under 10. 10. 5.
He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense, to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Rock it. Ready.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
21. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Watch the safety creep. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw with Breeze. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Now Breeze, and he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
Check. 36. Mike's 54. Hey, easy. Mike's 54. It's our time. This is our time, guys. This is our time.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
Come on, baby. You kill. 59, Mike. 59. Hey, exit. 59. It's coming this way. Coming this way. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Check 59. Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. And we got to get to the bench.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. This is caught by Ginn. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal.
Hey, Sam off.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is third and inches. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara taking it in. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Back to you. I'm going back to you.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Gun. Mike 47. I'm on. 47.
Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Let's go. Let's do this.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check 24. Check 24.
On first down, Newton. Now a desperation throw. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. at their own 35.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Ready?
Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
You kill. Mike's 5-1. Mike's 54.
Back to throw, Breeze. Again has it complete. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn. 70 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Gun.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Wright's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Newton on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another 1st down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Newton. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now it's Newton. Thomas has got it, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll still have a 3rd and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the Coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Let's go! Let's go!
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
I got you. Over. Go.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The busy night continues for Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Ready. 95, 56, 54. Let's go, Javi. Let's go. Easy up. 20 seconds.
Breeze to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides.